YouTube live, we back in the building again. We in the closet this time. You already know when we in this closet, y'all know y'all about to learn something that y'all ain't probably never y'all heard, but y'all ain't heard. You feel me? So let's get into this video today. This live stream. Got my hair cut. I had to show y'all that. I just had to show y'all that. Sometimes you need to see some things. You feel me? Sometimes you just need to see certain things. Because if you don't, then you won't see nothing. You feel me? You already know that I'm still reading this book. I know it's been like 2 days, probably 3 days since I've been on here. But this book being so damn good that, you know, I wouldn't say I forgot about y'all, but, you know, I've been reading it so I can understand it because it's one of these ones that I got to read it first, then I can share it to y'all. But that's not my intention, is to still share it, but not right now, you feel me? Because these one of them ones, I got like, my goal is to finish this before the end of the week because it's 2 books a month. So I got to finish this before the end of this week, and I will. So after this book, we're going to move into July. 2 books for the, we're going to move into August. 2 books in August. And I'm moving to Dallas in like 26 days. So it's going to be this book for August, and then Psychological of Money. Get in it. Gonna be this one. And then uh uh this one. This one. This gonna be my second book. So these some pretty thick books. Like, wait, never mind. No, they not. I'm tweaking. These not even that much. It's only like 100 pages, I think. Hold up. Let me make sure. Let me make sure first. All right, so it's like 200 pages. So these one of them ones that I gotta show up every day to read this to accomplish the 6 books. I mean the 2 books a month. So that one's 200 pages, and then this one, god damn, god damn. Oh yeah, these some thick ones today. We're gonna be focused in August. And this one. But I really wanted to get on here not to show y'all this or my books this month. I really wanted to get on here, you know, to talk to y'all instead. Because y'all know I love talking. You know, my intentions for this channel is to really just bring awareness to, you know, things. Because, like, all we need is awareness to move forward in life. We got everything, but all we need to do is be aware of it. So I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about what I learned recently. I watched a video on vision. And you know, we're gonna talk about vision tonight. Cause a man with a vision, man, he know where he going. He won't a man with a vision won't give a darn. I ain't gonna cuss on here no more cause you know I'm being professional. But a man with a vision, y'all, like he doesn't focus on what's happening now because he knows where he wanna go. You feel me? That's a man with a vision. He don't let what he see now determine what the future is gonna be like. You know, in the video, I uh I wrote down because I was taking notes in the video. In the video, he was talking about how Um, damn, that motherfucker slipped my mind quick. He was talking about oh yeah, he was talking about how our future, you know, God placed it where we can find it at. You feel me? We always go outside of ourselves and, you know, look for confirmation or other things to find what our future will look like, but it's inside of us. That's what he was talking about. And that's facts because, you know, what we see outside of ourselves is just a projection of what's inside of ourselves. I'm gonna show you this one book. Hold up. This book, and I'm gonna give you an analogy after I read this quote. Show you my books. I'm really a book. I don't know who this is. Show y'all. This is what I do. I ain't gonna lie. This is all I do. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, if y'all think like I won't succeed as far as like getting things that I want, you feel me? That's crazy. Cause I'm saying that to say, like, my intentions is not to brag, but my intentions is to say, learn something so you can make something. That's why I'm learning all of this. That's why I'm learning all of this and those up there, because if you want to earn more, you got to become more. You feel me? You can't just not learn something. You feel me? You always got to learn something. You know, we always say, like, a lot of people, you probably hear a lot of people be like, I'm bored, ain't nothing to do. I know you lying. I know there's something to do. You just lazy. You might as well say, I'm lazy and I don't want to do nothing. Make that post. That sounds better. You feel me? But there's a lot of things to do. It's just you're lazy. So it's no reason for you to say I'm bored. Like, I'll be wrong if I say I'm bored. I got too many books to be saying I'm bored. Too many. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm never bored. I always got something to do. I don't be on the phone with no females. I don't do none of that. You feel me? I always got something to do. You feel me? So if you're around people that complain they bored, you're not around the right people. It's too much money to be making out here. And yes, it's about money, because if you say money is not important, then, you know, you will never get it. I ain't gonna lie. Money is very important. But it damn. It's important, but we also need to know that, you know, it's gonna be there still at the end of the day. So don't lose focus about what you really need to do. But also know that money is important too. You need it, you know, to acquire things. But I'm gonna find this book. I'm gonna find it real quick, cause it really. And I'm talking about. I'm going back when I say I'm finding this book. I'm going back to what I was talking about of how God placed our future inside of us and not outside of us, and how everything we see in this world, physical world, is just a reflection of what's in us, type shit. So I'm gonna show y'all this book. Matter of fact, I know it already. It say the book. I'm gonna quote the book. It say, any seeking you do outside of yourself is actually movement. Wait, it say any seeking of perfection you do outside of yourself, you're actually moving away from the perfection. So that's like, think of it like this. So like, you in a building, right? And your building, you're inside the building. The inside of, all right, think of it like this. I'm in a closet, and all this stuff is in the closet, right? All these clothes, these books, these totes, book bags, all this represent what's within me. Like all this valuable stuff, all this abundant stuff. It represents what's within me. But what we do is, in this world, we step outside of the closet, You feel me? And we look out like, damn, I feel lost, or like, damn, I thought it was like this, or damn, why do I feel like this? Cause we walked outside thinking we was gonna find what we always wanted to find, but everything is in this closet. If that makes sense, I'm gonna requote it. I'm gonna requote it. So I'm basically saying like we go outside of ourselves to look for perfection when everything is within ourselves. You feel me? Like we walk out our home thinking we're gonna find love, but all the love is inside our home. So, we looking at the wrong places. And like I just wanna, um help a lot of people about a lot is the mindset and the mind and the thinking on this channel. And I want y'all to understand that. And I want y'all to understand that we have to learn. Because when we learn, we expand. And when we expand, we get to do more. And when we get to do more, we get to provide more. You feel me? Is it this book? Any seeking of perfection you do outside of yourself is movement away from perfection. That's what it said. But like, what the hell? Y'all need to understand that quote. Any seeking of perfection you do outside of yourself is actually movement away from perfection. So I'm gonna say that again. It's like the closet. Since I'm in a closet that's within myself, it's representing all these items in the closet is representing how abundant my life is. But when I step outside of the closet and I get to seeking for stuff, I notice that everything all along was inside of the closet within me. But when I stepped outside of the closet, I felt lost. I felt I lost hope. I lost confidence. I lost clarity. I lost awareness. I lost understanding. That's what happened when I stepped outside of the closet. But when I stepped in the closet, I found myself. Don't let that go over your head. But let me find it. I really don't think it's in this book. Like, honestly, I feel it's not in that book either. So I just read it too. Any seeking of perfection we do. It's right here. I think. I hope this is it. I love this book, bro. Hey, I'm so glad I got this book right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this book one of them ones. I need to share this to y'all, cause like the world really need help, and it really need more people like me, as far as like sharing knowledge, so y'all are able to maneuver through life without any worries, and cause I pay attention to a lot of people and how they say words and all that stuff. Like they limit themselves in a lot of ways just by using their words, and they don't know that they're doing that. But that's why, like, you know I won't let it pass when it's by me. I will let it be known, like, yo, like, you speaking in terms where you saying you can't do it, but you really can. Like, the book I'm reading now, um it was talking about like how when we approach, you know or go after um our vision, obstacles is gonna come along us, come upon us, in an aspect to see if we really want this vision, or like if the vision hold truth to it. So then we get a lot of obstacles to see, if we're gonna continue. And we in the world we live in, bro, it make everything, it make us seem like we gotta rush, you know. We don't gotta rush because it's gonna be there at the end of the day. But we just rush into it. But when we get there, we're gonna be like, damn, this is what I want. I rushed to get, and in that time, in that whole aspect of rushing, we done forgot about our friends, our family. You know, we just put them to the side and stuff and said forget them, and that's understandable and to an extent. But you know, family is important. Family before anything. But hold up, let me find it. Hey, I'm damn near about to type it on Google. I gotta read this book again to y'all. I love reading, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, The Alchemist, the book I'm reading now, bro, I take it to the bathroom. I take it everywhere.
Are you still leaving?
Nah, not no more. He talking about I'm eating a bowl of rice. I said, bro, it ain't gonna take you that long. So, nah. Let me find it though. 'Cause I really want to find it. It's very important that we understand that. Y'all know I've been on my credit game. You feel me? If y'all watched my last live, like 3 lives ago, I was explaining credit, you know, because credit is very important. And just make sure y'all type into the video. But I really need to find this book. Any seeking of perfection you do outside yourself. Let me type it real quick. I ain't gonna lie. That's what the quote said. But I can't I damn near can't even remember what book that is. Oh, wait. I think it's right here. Any seeking of perfection you do outside of yourself is. And I read this book a minute ago. That's how you know that's a good quote because it stuck with me. Like, I love my books, bro. Like, all these books really, you know, help me grow, you know, in every aspect of life. And, you know, I'm going to continue to read and to grow in knowledge. So then I am able to do more. Because every book I read, I apply it to my everyday life. The way I talk to people, the way I think about money, the way I handle my emotions, the way I move physically, spiritually. In every aspect, each of these books taught me something in every aspect you can name in life. And I apply it. Because I'll be a fool if I didn't apply it. And that's confidence. And I have a lot of confidence for that because when I instantly learn something, I apply it. That's a sign of confidence. You know, my confidence builds. People don't like when I'm confident around them, but that don't mean I would stop being confident just because they don't like it.
What the fuck you doing?
On the phone.
Huh?
On the phone.
Who?
Instagram.
What happened? What's the name?
He said he said he eating a bowl of rice, and he said he was like it might take long, so we're gonna do it tomorrow.
Just Billy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Just Billy, bro. Just Billy.
And it was only 10:19 when he told me that.
Just Billy. He's fucking Billy.
This the book right here. I remember too. Oh, the book is called. Y'all know this one right here. This one of them holy books. It's like, nah. I'm gonna find it for y'all. And for the people, I'm gonna speak on this. For the people that always be like, um, and I was a victim to this. A lot of people in this world, they put off things as far as like they'll say, you know, I'm gonna do it when the time is right, or I'm gonna do it the perfect time. Those words. Um, the time is now. I know y'all hear that a lot, but like it's true. You know, the longer you wait, you know, the more progress you could have made if you done it earlier. I always thought like um, I always thought in the aspect of like, bruh, if I do this now, just imagine where I could be in 5 years. And a lot. This one thought just been wavering like up over my head as far as like, cause I'm like, if I want to see more results, that means I have to take more action. And then this book that I'm reading now, it say for you to learn, you have to take action. So I'm like, bro, this book is for me, cause why was my thought aligned with what that book said? You feel me? It wasn't a coincidence. It was meant to be. I ain't gonna lie. So that was just a confirmation to take action if I want to see results more in my life, financially, emotionally, uh, rationally. In every aspect, I got to take action in each aspect that I want to see change. You know, I may not be able to identify everything I want to change, but when the time come, it come. In that aspect, though, because I can't rush what God want me to see. That's on His time. But as far as like materialistic things, we don't gotta rush, cause that car goes AMG, the Mercedes Benz still gonna be there. That Birkin bag still gonna be there. Them shoes still gonna be there. None of that stuff is gonna go away. So we don't gotta rush to get it. That house, that car, you feel me? Whatever we doing, you know, make sure that you want to do it. But let me find this, bro, cause that was a great quote. Any seeking a perfection because of you. Females be lying. Y'all, let me find this. You ever just look at yourself and be like, damn, that's me, bruh. This how bad I want y'all to hear this quote. I gotta show y'all. Any seeking of perfection you do outside of yourself. What book is it? What book is it? Any seeking of perfection you do outside of yourself. I remember how it's not in this book. That's why. We're gonna look at this one. I don't think it's this one either. Bro. Cause I remember how I underlined it too. I just feel like I'm not holding the right one. I want to read this in this book. It says sex has never benefited it any man, and it's a marvel if it hasn't injured him. He came up with a get good test anytime he felt himself being pulled by a strong desire. What will happen to me if I get what I want? How would I feel after? It's a good question. How would you feel after once you get what you want? Feel that feeling before you even try to go for it. don't think any seeking of perfection you do outside yourself. Any seeking of perfection. Bruh, what book is there? It's not that one. No way. It wasn't recent either, so I know I don't. Any seeking. Become an alchemist. That's crazy. In this book, they talking about the alchemist, and it's crazy because look what this book is called, The Alchemist. Everything comes to me at the right time. No cap. Y'all, any seeking of perfection you do outside yourself. I got so many good books, bro. God is fucking good. Excuse my language. God is good. Look at all these books. Most of these books is like to help me, I guess you would say, heal yourself. Like, because I don't want to walk around traumatized, you feel me? I want to walk around, you know, wealthy, boy. Like, I don't know what I was doing. That was my wealthy dance. 300 acres of land, boy. I'm grabbing that. Y'all, I'm gonna find this book. Ugh. I'm gonna find this book, y'all. It's only 20 minutes. Any seeking of perfection. Any seeking of perfection. Bruh, it's not this one. I know it's not. I didn't learn it this year. I learned it like, bruh. Any seeking of perfection. What book was I holding? Bro, what book was that? Fuck. Um, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Bro. Oh gosh. Hold up. I do apologize. My book's falling. Everything. Ugh. I'm gonna check this book one more time because I feel like it's in here. I ain't gonna hold you. Any seeking of perfection. I feel like it's because I remember holding this book. I'm gonna find it. It's in here. I promise y'all, it's in here. I want to shine some light on some people if they feel disempowered. I like this one. I'm gonna read the whole chapter. It say lesson 4. The person born with a talent they are meant to use will find their greatest happiness in using it. It say we all possess. I want to figure out what my talent is. Like, I feel like I'm doing it, but I don't know how to describe it in words. I don't know, but I feel it's gonna be revealed to me some way, shape, or form, or thought, or vision. One of those. But I'm praying right now that I'll be revealed my talents, my gifts. Like, what is my gift? What is it? God. All right, listen. We all possess an abundance of gifts and talents. We all do. Even me. Even you too. One vital aspect of living this life is discovering and developing the wisest use of these talents in order to produce the greatest potential for good. In the traumatic aftermath of my 3 near-death experiences, as you can well imagine, I spent many hours contemplating every detail of my escape escape aids in the hereafter. This book right here is talking. This is a man that had 3 near-death experiences. So he's talking about what he's seen when he went through that. It's a This was especially he got struck by lightning and he had a death experience, a near-death experience. This was especially true in the 2 years directly following the lightning strike. Initially, I was physically unable to lift myself out of bed, and after recuperating for many months, when I finally mustered the strength to leave my bed, I usually woke to find myself face down on the floor, having passed out cold. So we talking about talents. Remember, this gonna bring some. This gonna bring some. Thank you, God. This is a sign. Thank you, Lord, for showing me this. I feel good. It's gonna be one of those. So listen, talking about signs. When we talking about talents, he talking about he just passed out cold because he got a lightning strike and he passed out cold. Because he was physically unable to lift himself out of bed. So it's saying I am generally without a means to carry the extent of the physical pain I suffered, along with the tremendous emotional struggle I endured in order to return to my life after the first death experience. He had 3 of them. During those first 2 years, I had nothing. During those first 2 years, I had nothing but time on my hands to shift through my celestial experience. And that means celestial. I don't think I had. I don't think I discovered the definition method on this book. Celestial is I forgot. I think it's like a god it's like representing God. My celestial experience again and again with a fine tooth comb. Trust me, I searched repeatedly through every nuance of wisdom telepathically shared by the beings of light, and every tad bit of evidence, desperately hoping to gain an understanding of the mind-boggling events I bore witness to on the other side. I want to say this, and I told my little cousin this, like, when you change perspective on things and you get to speaking different, I tell him like if you ain't ready for the criticism, or he's weird or he think he's spiritual, if you're not ready for those, what do you call those? I guess opinions or whatever you want to call those. If you're not ready for that, don't speak in terms where they look at you a different way. And I had to learn that myself. Like I because like I said, all these books, you think I'm not gonna change the way I speak and think. So I had to, of course, I had to become aware of what was actually going around when I spoke like this and seeing people's expression and their reaction. So I seen that I didn't. It's not that I didn't like it, but I wasn't in a position to where I can take that what they're saying. So I told him the same thing. Like I can take it now. You feel me? Because I know they don't understand what I'm saying, so they look at me as different. You know, they just don't understand. That's all that is. So I understand that they don't understand. So it's not that I'm going to judge them because they don't understand. They will once understand. So that's why, I let them be. If they got to criticize me, they can. You know, they can do what they do. But I know not to talk to them like that because I know they won't understand. So now I basically got to put this mask on to where I got to dumb myself down. Knowing that when I dumb myself down, that's not really me. I'm just putting on this mask for certain people, so I guess I can quote unquote blend into their ignorance. I guess you can say, like when I say ignorance, I'm saying like they're not knowledgeable on things that I may speak on. So I have to put on this mask to be this person that I'm really not. But when I get away from them, I can take this mask off and go to my natural state, my natural, authentic self. You feel me? If that makes sense. So I was telling him like, cause he was telling me how people look at him different just the way he be speaking and thinking now. But I'm like, cuz, if you ain't ready for them to say this and that, it's okay for you not to speak about what you know now. You feel me? Because people think, like, people don't grow. You feel me? People don't think that. So, like, people think different when they grow. You feel me? So, it's just ignorant people. When I say ignorant people, I'm saying unknowledgeable people. I'm not saying ignorant, like, in the aspect we grew up on. I'm talking about knowledge-wise. So, like, they don't know. So that's why they criticizing you because they confusing why you doing this, why you speaking like this, why you thinking like this. You feel me? But it's okay. Like it happens. But you just gotta come to the terms that they don't understand what you're saying. That don't mean you did something wrong because they don't understand. That's like saying, you will go to a job interview and just because they don't see your worth don't mean you shitty at what you do. You good at what you do. You just at the wrong place. You just you feel me? You not in the right vicinity of where you need to be with your worth. Don't dumb your worth down because somebody don't see it. Don't dumb your knowledge down just because somebody don't see it. You feel me? It's like that. So that's why I told him like people gonna look at you weird when you speak different, and that's okay. But if you're not ready for that criticism, don't speak in terms where they don't understand what the hell you saying, cause then you gonna feel some type of way, and then you gonna feel you the bad guy. You're not the bad guy. You the knowledgeable guy. It's them that don't know what the hell they doing. So I'm sorry for that quick little rant. I just had to say that because people be getting mad because people be criticizing them because they thinking different, they changing, they talking different, they moving different. But that's fine. That's fine. People want to go that way, let them go that way. If they want to go this way, go this way. Just be them. There's no need to criticize nobody. This all our first time here. You feel me? We don't need to criticize. What are we criticizing for? What did we get out of that? We not getting a check. So what are you doing? That type of time. But I'm gonna get into it. So we talking about um his near death experience and how he wasn't able to move and stuff. So I'm gonna read it. It say during those first 2 years, I had nothing but time on my hands to shift through my celestial experience again and again with a fine tooth comb. Uh, Trust me, I searched repeatedly through every nuance and of wisdom is telepathically shared by the beings of light and every tad bit of evidence, desperately hoping to gain an understanding of the mind-boggling events I bore witness on the other side. So remember, we talking about this chapter is talking about gifts and talents. So like if you want to discover your talent or you want to know if you're doing it, just listen. So in retrospect, based on what I saw and heard in heaven, I believe every soul is born into this world with a talent and a task, a memory and a mission. Everyone arrives with a gift and a goal. These talents and tasks are spirit given. They are passports into the physical realm. For when properly expressed, they assure the continuation and evolution of the physical world. So, like, I'm gonna speak on this too. You know, we always ask God like, God, what am I supposed to do? And I had to become aware of this. This is why I say all we need is awareness. And when we had that, we got everything we need. We just need awareness on it. So that's why I ask God for awareness every day. Probably not every day, but like it's frequently now. It's more than what I used to say, used to ask. So like that's why I say we need awareness more than anything. So um let me speak on that. So like we always ask God like, God, what am I supposed to do? God, like, why me? God, this and that. We just question God. We talk to him more, but we don't listen to what he's saying. You know, so um I had a thought one day like, why am I asking, like it's like this. It's like if you ever play a game, right off the bat, you don't understand it. You gotta go through the mission to understand it, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Like we always ask God what's our purpose, but like we gotta go through that experience to find our purpose. If that makes sense. Like we gotta ask God to help us express what we need to do. Because when we ask for expression, we are expressing it, and that means we are moving through it with it. If that makes sense. Like instead of asking God, God, what is this? I feel like this is my opinion. I feel like we should ask God to help us express what we need to do, because when we expressing something, we doing it. If I'm correct, express. If I'm correct, so like instead of asking him what to do, we should ask him, can you help us express this? Can you help us on understanding and wisdom? And like that's just like a game. Like right off the bat, you don't know what the game is about, but you got to go through these steps to understand why you had to do this to get to the mission. If that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's a they are our passports into the physical realm. For when properly expressed, they assure the continuation and evolution of the physical world. Some of us are born to be scientists, while others may be inventors or even healers. Some among us are born to unveil the secret of the universe, develop higher technology, or perhaps engineer ways of living longer, healthier lives. Others of us may have been born with the blessed gift of music or art, writing or speaking. But one thing for sure is through each of through each of our efforts, as we put our talents to the wisest use, the world is made a more beautiful and harmonious place to be. You know, as I think about it, most of us are born with the abundance of gifts. One vital aspect of our physical journey is to consciously search for and fully develop these spiritual granted gifts for the purpose of manifesting the greatest potential for the good of all. So it's a how do you discover exactly what your personal gifts are? More than anything else, this process of discovery will happen upon what you most sincerely want to accomplish in this lifetime. I'm gonna read that again. How do you discover exactly what your personal gifts are? It's a more than anything, this process of discovering will hinge upon what you most sincerely want to accomplish in this lifetime. Do you want to be a healer? Do you want to teach the eternal truths? Do you want to compose beautiful music? Do you dream of finding a cure for cancer? Or maybe connecting with plants or animals is your passion? Without being privy to your innermost desires, when you say privy, be in the known. Without being privy to your innermost desires, I can still guarantee you this. Your dreams and aspirations are the real clues that will lead you to your spiritual mission in this lifetime. A mission that can only be accomplished by you. In other words, whatever brings you the greatest joy to your heart is the exact direction of your life. Um, I want to read this one. Or that's that. But I know this is the book, I think. It say, you teach best what you most need to learn. Mm. I'm trying to find it for y'all. I know it's this one. I promise y'all it's this one. I promise y'all. I wasn't even supposed to talk to y'all about this, but I feel like, I guess, yeah. I really was supposed to talk about what I learned on this video the other day about vision. It's very important. Vision dictates your decisions, and it dictates your friends. It dictates what books you read, because and you probably like, how does it dictate? How does my vision dictate what books I read? So that's like, if you're a doctor, if you have a vision to be a doctor, you wouldn't pick up a cooking book, because that's not your vision. Your vision is not to cook. Your vision is to be a doctor, so you will get a doctor book. So you might say, you might come up with other words or other things to not agree with that statement, because vision dictates your decisions. So if your vision was to be a singer, you wouldn't pick up a book about romance. You see where I'm trying to go? It dictates your decisions. Vision dictates everything. Cause if y'all been watching my lives, when I read The Secret of the Millionaire Mind, it was talking about what you focus on, expand. So if your goal is to get out of debt, you're gonna always be in debt because you focusing on getting out of debt. You gotta focus on how to make more money. Because when you focus on how to make more money's gonna come. But if you focus on more debt is gonna come. You feel me? It's about what we focus on. Cause I'm pretty sure all y'all heard, like, as you think, so you be. I'm pretty sure we all heard of that, and that's true. That's so true. And that's why, like, I walk around, I observe, I walk around observing myself as if I'm not myself, if that makes sense. Like, I observe my mind. Like, if I'm thinking some thoughts, and I'm aware of it, I'm like, hold on, hold on. This not aligned with what I want to do in life. So then I stop myself, and I just end it, because I'm in control of my thoughts. Like, I felt down the other day. Like, I felt like discouraged about this situation. And I'm like, why am I getting discouraged? Like, I create my thoughts and like circumstances and stuff. Like, I have the will to change any circumstance in my life. And then that made me happy. That made me understand, like, I'm in control of this. I'm in control of how I think. We in control of how we think. We all we all think a lot, but it's okay not to think all the time. Like, we in the off I picture the world like Times Square. It's so busy, and we forget that we thinking, and then our thinking is just thinking constantly. We don't always gotta think. But I love this book. I'm gonna find it, because I know it's this one. I know it is. I don't think that's how you know I'll be reading, bro. I got sticky notes. I love reading, y'all. Oh, it's coming up. I feel it. It's coming up. It's coming up. I feel it. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. I'm gonna find it, y'all. Watch. I'm gonna have to read this book for y'all. Welcome to all the people that just joined. I'm trying to find a quote for y'all.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I ain't tripping off the price. I gotta get what I'm paying for. It's a principle. You know that. You know that, really? Really? Say really with me.
Hold up. Hold up.
What the fuck you doing? Huh? Should I do 2 arm sleeves
Bro,
and a leg sleeve?
go ahead, nigga.
Should I?
Nigga, we about to move.
No, I'm not saying right now. I'm just saying in general, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up. You just say yeah.
Appreciate it. Happy to be here. Last time I spoke to you was on the red carpet. This is years ago.
Bro, it's cold as hell, bruh. I said it's cold, bruh. Bro, it's so loud in here, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta go outside.
Is this a new era for you now, Watson? I would like but no more 2 hours.
Bro, this how bad I want to find a quote for y'all. I had to get out the house for this one. Oh, I gotta roll the windows up. I'm tweaking. But hold up, y'all. I'm gonna find this quote. Cause like, very important that we understand this in this world that we in, bruh. We always seeking outside of ourselves to find things, but it's all, everything is, what we need is surrounded by us. It's just we looking at the wrong area. We leaving the closet when the closet got everything in it. I'm gonna find it, bruh. Bruh. I'm finna get mad. Bruh, I knew. Hold up. These books be something different. Bro. Hold up. Oh, I think it's right here. Hold up. Let me see, dude. It was like at the bottom. I'm starting to feel this not the page. I mean, this not the book. I'm gonna be hurt. Oh yeah, this is definitely it. I got sticky notes, bro. I got hella information, bro. That don't make no sense. No, let me not say that. It makes sense. Cause, bro, I got hella things that I. Any seeking of perfection. I underlined it. I circled it too. So let me just look for circles in the book. Yeah, I don't think this is it. I ain't gonna hold you. I done damn near went through the whole book. But
Like 3 or 4. My great, and I'm actually talking my great grandma. My great grandma, she
but
always
yeah,
tell us like no matter the
hold up.
situation, we first class citizens. And under being a first class, like, so this is, like a low class, middle class, children. Let's see, she's like first class
But yeah, that's what the. I just wanted to make sure I was just saying it right. But that's what the quote was saying. Like, it's basically saying like any seeking of perfection that you look outside of yourself is actually movement away from perfection. So the perfection is you. Like you walking outside trying to get validation and you trying to get, you know, this and that. But shit, you feel me? Like we always looking uh external things to help us. Play. Oh my god, what the fuck? Thought I rolled all the windows up, bro. Sorry for noise. Oh, never mind. It didn't even do it. But yeah, cause and I hope everybody get that message because that's very important. It's so important, bro. It stuck with me, and I read that book. I don't even remember what book it is, but I know I read that book some damn near last saying any seeking of perfection you do outside of yourself is actually movement away from the perfection. And the perfection is you. Like, look at it like this again. I'm gonna give you an analogy. It's like, say you in your car, you feel me? And you got everything you need in your car. But you feeling as if you don't have everything, so now you get out of the car looking for everything you actually have in your car, if that makes sense. Like you leaving your car to go find other things when everything you need is in your car. So like you leaving the car is the perfection, but then you getting out the car, so that's movement away from perfection. You feel me? So, and that's the world we live in, y'all. Like, I just want y'all to see this. Like, we really live in a effed up world that beat people down emotionally. We get traumatized. We financially distressed. Like, it's so much shit in this world that beat a person down to the draws. Like, for real. Like, the world be stripping us apart. And it make us lose our connection with God, too. Like, we really lose our connection with God living in this world. But we got to be so strong that we move away from these type of things so we can get our connection back with God, our true self. Like the world we live in, bro, it make you grow up fast. If you from the hood, like you gotta grow up fast. But this world, you know, it'll do something to you for real. I don't know why my stuff keeps saying reconnecting, but I just hope y'all understand that quote. I was supposed to talk about the vision video that I had watched, and I wanted to share the notes with y'all, but I'm gonna get back on here tomorrow. And I remember, like, continue to live for you. You feel me? Put yourself first. Like I always say, I'm speaking to y'all how I speak to myself. Like, I was in a point where I wasn't even taking my advice. I was giving people advice, and I wasn't even taking it. But I feel like it was my spirit that got mad and said, "Brother, you need to take your own advice." And that's what I started doing. And I live what I say. You feel me? I live what I do. Because then if you want to see results, you got to do it. You feel me? So I hope y'all stay well, stay educated, continue to learn, continue to put God first. 'Cause God is everything. God is everything. gonna be back on here tomorrow.